Hello, everybody. Welcome to Noel the Red Devil. We are here for Manchester United versus Wolves. This is the live match reaction, and we're just waiting on team news to come in. So just bear with me for a second. But yeah, welcome. We should win this game. Without a shadow of a doubt, but we'll see. We'll see how we play. But this is it now. This is where it gets real. Pre-season's over in front of the Old Trafford crowd. You know, we need to get a good result. There were some teams that got good results over the weekend, so we've got to do the same and make sure that we start off well and keep Manchester City and others on their toes. Right now, at the moment, we got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, Wolves are managerless and are in a bit of a disarray, but don't let that fool you, because Wolves have been an Achilles heel for Manchester United for a long time. They're one of those teams that we find hard to break down because they play such a low block. So United have struggled against teams that play this low block. So it'll be interesting to see how do you adapt this season to that, because there has to be genuine improvements made, and the manager believes that the team will deliver. It's obviously absolutely raining in Manchester at the moment. The team news has come in. It's just scrolling up on screen there, so we'll just wait until it comes back up again, but I'm pretty sure. So here is the team news. This is the first team of the season who is going to be kickstarting off our 2023 season. So Onana in goal. We've got Martinez. We've got Mount. We got Bruno Fernandes, who is captain. Marcus Rashford, Casemiro, Varane, Anthony, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and Garnacho, which means that Luke Shaw will be playing out on the left, most likely. On the substitutes bench, we have Henderson, Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire, Ericsson, McTominay, Pellistri, Martial, and Sancho. Very interestingly, though, I do believe that some of those players that are on the bench are an opportunity for the manager maybe to, because it's rumored that we're maybe Pellistri and McTominay and Martial might be on their way out. So Martial is on the bench. He doesn't start. So I'll put that team news up on a scroll, because I have to do this while we're obviously live. So we'll do the team news. Just get me coffee out of the way. Hold on, let me put this down there for a minute. So, team news. Onana. What's his name? Onana. Yeah, well, Wolves, yeah. I'm not expecting much from Wolves, I got to be honest. I will be absolutely shell-shocked if we lose tonight. There's no way we should be losing against Wolves. I will say, though, until we get that first goal, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because, as I said, they play a low block. So we've never been really good at breaking down a low block. Even under Ollie, we were a counter-attacking side. So we've got to add that. We've got to add that to our game this season. If we're serious about challenging for the title, we've got to do that and be more consistent as well. And obviously, we need goals from people other than Marcus Rashford. We need other players now to step up to the mark, step up to the plate, and start producing some goals. It'll be interesting though. How we play tonight. It's definitely a different style of play, and Old Trafford will get to see it again because we did get to see it during preseason to play at Old Trafford. So won't be Onana's first time playing at Old Trafford, which is a good thing. Which I think was done deliberately by the manager. To be quite honest with you, to make sure that the players, especially the new players, are familiar with their new surroundings at Old Trafford because it can be a very intimidating stadium. So we're nearly done with this team news. Just bear with me because me wife would have this done in like 2 seconds, but my typing's not the best. So, and I spelled Paseka wrong as well. Look at that there. Go back there, but it's okay. So actually that's. So yeah, just in case anybody is unfamiliar with the results, so Man City beat Burnley 3-0, Arsenal 2-1 against Nottingham Forest, Brighton won 4-1 against Luton Town, Bournemouth and West Ham 1-1 draw, Everton got beaten by Fulham 1-0, Sheffield United 0, Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 5, Aston Villa 1, which I think was the game of the weekend, Brentford versus Tottenham, that was the 2-2 draw, that was entertaining, Liverpool and Chelsea also played out a draw, which I don't think those two teams are even going to feature in the top four, or are going to. It's going to be. I think it's the two Manchester clubs. I really do. People will think I'm mad, but I actually think that we have a chance of winning this league. I'm not messing. We're bringing in other players as well. People forget that. We're not finished in the transfer window yet. So Henderson, after the manager saying he was in his plans, is on the bench. Interesting. Have to say though, the way I can get why the Wolves manager left, because their players, they're best selling their best players and stuff, but Wolves were actually threatening to go somewhere, weren't they? And then I don't know what's happened to them, but everybody was praising them a while back. Just goes to show you how quick things change in football. Wolves were one of those teams that everybody thought was going to be pushing for European places. Now look at them. No, we're getting there. McTominay, Pellistri. Maybe the next time I'll wait until the team news comes out before I go live, but it doesn't really make a difference though, does it really? Once I get it up on the screen. And Sancho on the bench. A lot of people thought Sancho would start today. Had a funny feeling that wouldn't happen. So, team news is about to scroll along the screen there for you now. So, there you go, team news. And let's hope that team, which, look, I think Garnacho deserves to start. I know a lot of people will be peeved that Rashford is playing through the middle, but we've got two players that could play out on the left wing on form, Rashford and Garnacho, and you've got to try get them into the squad. That's the thing. So I don't blame the manager. Is Rashford in the middle at the 9? Yeah, I think he will be. Yeah. Luton getting a battering, you love to see it. Yeah, he's not being financially backed, so he's left. Yeah, I mean, Neves. I mean, I can never understand why Neves, at the age that he is, decided to go to Saudi Arabia, but he didn't go there for footballing reasons, right? A lot of the older players, you don't really question them because, like you say to yourself, they deserve that one last payday, don't they? And if a club in Saudi Arabia or America or China, when it was China at one stage, are offering these players big money and big contracts, we don't begrudge them when they go near the end of their career. But a lot of players that would be considered in their prime have now gone to Saudi Arabia, and they've literally fucked up the transfer window now for years to come. And that all because Ronaldo made a comment about how the Saudi league could be one of the best leagues in the world, and now all the players are flocking there. JWC Reviews is in here as well. How you know? Arsenal fan. I'm pretty sure all of these non-United fans are in here to see me lose the plot tonight, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully, we do the business. We do the business. So yeah, Rashford's playing through the middle. Garnacho's out on the left. Anthony's out on the right. Mount, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes are in the middle of the park. Luke Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, and Onana. I'm glad he's playing Wan-Bissaka actually, because I prefer Wan-Bissaka over Dalot, even though we need probably to replace those two. But the bench: Henderson, Maguire, Lindelof, Martial, Eriksen, Dalot, Sancho, Pellistri, and McTominay. I mean, it's still not. Oh, here's our manager now. Let me see. Oh, I'm excited. I'm nervous as well. I haven't been this excited and nervous now for a couple of years. So it's good that I'm this excited. It's because of the manager, though. I mean, he's a great manager. The young ones will make their money in Saudi, then return to Europe to finish their career. Can't blame them. Yeah, but I'm glad Mbappe though turned down when a team in Saudi Arabia came in. Nah, man, it's not a 2-2 scoreline or nothing like it, man. Listen, they've no manager. They've lost 3 of their key players, right? 3 of their key players: Collins, Moutinho, and Neves, right? And they haven't backed the manager, right? That's why he's walked. It's not a 2-2 draw, nothing like a 2-2. We're not even conceding a goal tonight, I don't think. I think once we get the fourth goal, I will admit Wolves are hard to break down because they play a low block. But if we get that fourth goal, it's game over. Okay, they go. Okay, so Gary O'Neill's the manager now, right? He's not getting no. There's no way we're losing this game. Yeah, but if we want to beat Yules this year, Arsenal, and we want to beat Manchester City, we can't be getting draws. We've got to be winning these games. I wouldn't accept not after what happened last year. I will not accept another result, only a win. Right? The players always, for the last few years, yes, they made great strides last year. Right? This year they have to double down. No chance. I disagree. Everybody is blowing up Arsenal, right? And everybody is putting down United. I think that's a mistake, man. I don't think Arsenal are winning the league. I don't. And I think the title race is actually going to be between the two Manchester clubs. And Arsenal's not even going to feature in the title race this year. I just don't. I just look. I saw the Arsenal's game. there's still I know he have improved, but I still don't think, without being, how do I put this? Last flip, without, I'm trying to be nice about it, but as it's football and it's banter, I'll say it out straight. You're bottle jobs, and you will bottle it again if you go into another title race. You can't handle it because it's been years since you have done it. I mean, we bottled the FA Cup last year, right? You will bottle it. You don't, and I don't. A couple of injuries even to that squad, right? You are in trouble. Same with City. Same with us. There's not a lot of these fans and reporters think that all of our teams have great depth in them. Arsenal don't have great depth. They get one or two injuries to screwed. Man City get one or two injuries to screwed. We get one or two injuries, which we did last season. We're screwed. We didn't have Jesus on Saturday. Well, but I disagree, man. I disagree. I think Arsenal fans, not you in particular, but I see Arsenal fan TV. You know, they make excuse after excuse after excuse. They were taking out their fucking cigars and smoking them in January, thinking they had the league won. But Gary Neville said it. He is will bottle it, and that's exactly what happened. And it'll happen again. I'm sorry, but there's you might have Jesus who's used to winning title, Zinchenko, and these players, right? But you've got a lot of players in there, a lot of young players that don't have the experience of winning big major trophies. And when it comes to the crunch, will they be able to handle the pressure? Well, we already know the answer to that. So we'll see. We'll see, because when Arsenal conceded a goal the weekend, they looked very, very nervous. You know, your manager right now, I mean, he's the most over the top. I mean, I don't know what he's doing on the touchline. He's going to get red cards this season, because even in the Community Shield game, I saw a clip of him on the sideline. He's a fucking lunatic. Like, calm down. Like, it's the Community Shield, like, relax. You've got all season to start getting loony. I don't think you will win it. It's a two-horse race between United and City. And listen, you can clip this. You know, I'll take the L, but I honestly believe that with a couple of more additions that we're going to be bringing in, we're going to be very strong. And I think people are writing us off too easy. I think our own fans are writing us off too easy as well, because they don't want egg on their faces. But what I seen last season, right? We beat all the top teams last season, and we were still inconsistent last year. We get that consistency. Maybe beat Arsenal pre-season, and I know it's only pre-season, but we beat you very comprehensively. I mean, I just don't. I'm sorry, I just don't see it, man. I just don't. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather United and Arsenal be battling it out this season for the title, because that rivalry is a bit spicy and I like it. But I don't see it, man. I don't see it. You'll notice as well, this always happens, and this is something that no fans have figured it or factored in. Is the fact when a team like that gets so close and they fall short, they never really recover. If you could finish second under Ollie, anything's possible. I mean, that team that we finished second with was dire. But that's what I'm saying. Ollie had the advantage that some teams were in transition as well, though. And at the same time, he played a brand of football that gave us a bit of consistency. Like, so, I mean, look, Ollie gave us back a little bit of passion towards the club, because at that stage we were all pissed off with the club, with the team, with the managers. And then Ollie came in. He was a breath of fresh air, and you know what he did should never be diminished. You know, he took that club up from the scruff of the neck and dragged it through the mud out the other side. And then, of course, obviously, he didn't get back and it didn't work out. But he was never really man. He was the right man for the right time. I don't know, though. You know, look, what I will say about this is this. Look, well, there is a little bit of banter in what I'm saying because the United and Arsenal fans, right? What I will say is this. It's going to be a very interesting season. And I don't think it's going to be as clear cut as the pundits and fans out there think it is. They think that this title race is between City and Arsenal, right? And I disagree with that. And I'm going to say it's more than just a two-horse race, if you want to put it that way. We are in that equation. I don't think Chelsea are in that equation just yet. We'll have to give them a couple of more weeks to see how Pochettino integrates Caicedo, and Enzo looked actually decent yesterday. So they might become a threat. But this season is not going to be an easy season at all. It's going to be hard. And whoever does win the title will deserve it because there's going to be ups and downs for every club out there. Even teams, even mid-table teams now have improved and are harder to beat. So it's going to be a close season. And this is why I think we have a chance. All we need to do is just keep winning games and being consistent. And I do think Newcastle, you think Newcastle have overtaken United. I disagree with that as well. Don't get me wrong, Newcastle were very impressive the weekend. Absolutely impressive. But Newcastle are definitely ahead of Liverpool and Chelsea, but they're not ahead of us. No. We let them, listen, last year, right, we finished above them, right, in third. Last year, we dropped silly points in games. We actually would have finished second if we hadn't have dropped points and kept maintaining, because Arsenal and City were dropping points all over the place. And if we had stayed consistent, we would have caught you last season. And this is what I'm saying. We're not even the finished article yet, right? And we were managed to get third place. So, I just think people are writing us off because, of course, it's us for starters. But second of all, they just don't think, that we have enough. And I believe we do. And with the extra additions that he is bringing in, and he is bringing in more players when they're finishing in the transfer window, right? It doesn't matter who we're linked to. We're still bringing in 2 or 3 more players at least. We're definitely bringing in 2. We could definitely bring in a third. And I reckon that'll be another striker. And if we get another striker, right, that's what we've been lacking, right? We've been lacking a goal scorer, right? We've been relying on Marcus Rashford too long. Bruno's popped up with a couple of goals and stuff like that. But we've already bought one striker. Bring in another striker. I know people would have wanted Harry Kane, but you need to get over that obsession now. He's gone to Germany, right? Nothing you can do about it. He's gone to Bayern now. Stop crying. There's plenty of other forwards out there that we can look at that'll at least get us 15 to 20 goals. That's all they need to do is add an extra 15, 20 goals for Rashford's. Hopefully, he does better than what he did, right? He's 30-odd goals, right? That's more goals in the team. You get Garnacho scoring goals, then Anthony starts scoring goals. Bruno comes up with the odd goal. Casemiro comes up with a goal. There's goals in that team now. Mason Mount, if he clicks, Mason Mount will give us goals. Every player that Erik ten Hag has brought in, right, has different attributes. And they're talking about Mason Greenwood now. And I reckon he is coming back. And Mason Greenwood, until all of that nonsense started, was probably the most talked about kid in Europe. Right? Now, he has been out a long time. And people are saying, can he get back to the form that he was in? Now, I don't want him in the club. But if he stays and he gets back into the squad, again, that's another. Well, it depends if he can hit the ground running again. But that's another 10 to 15 goals added to your team. I honestly do believe we have a chance. And I just think Man United fans, especially though, are kind of, quelling their expectations. And I'm not going to quell my expectations because I honestly believe we're ready. I do. So there's Sir Alex. He's at Old Trafford. Interesting. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Well, they say form is temporary, talent is permanent. Yeah, look, it's. I don't really want to bang on about Mason Greenwood here, for this stream, but I think just and I'm just going to say, just for the interest of everybody, it'd be easier decision if he was gone. But I do suspect he's going to stay, which is going to cause an awful lot of problems. But I'm not going to stop supporting the team. But the thing about it is, United fans are going to be in a bit of a dilemma because if he scores a goal now, and what if it's a winning goal? I don't even think I could celebrate. So it's kind of going to knock the shine off if we get a last minute winner and he pops up to score the goal. Just checking to see if my little mouse friend come back. Yeah. So we'll see. I just it should have been dealt with months ago though, but it's Manchester United, so it was always going to drag on. I just don't know what to say. Sure, it's already been reported by Laurie Whitwell that as soon as the club announced that they were going to consult with the women's football team, a lot of the women's football team then received abusive messages on social media and basically accounts telling them that they better come out and support Mason Greenwood. So I don't want to get into it. Look, we all heard the audio. We all saw the photographs, right? People are saying he wasn't charged and all of this. Listen, that didn't just happen the one time. That's the point here that a lot of you fans that support them are forgetting, right? You are saying because you've seen audio and you've seen photographs that was it. How long is he with that girl, right? That's what you should be asking. And that wasn't the first time it happened. And you know how we know it wasn't the first time it happened? Because in the desperation of it all, this footage was released and the photographs were released. Now, she says it was a leak. I don't think it was a leak, right? That was someone that was genuinely crying out for help. Now, the whole situation is fecked up now because they're married or whatever and they have a kid and all of this and whatever, right? It's still a screwed up situation. And he still did those things. It doesn't change the fact, right? He still did those things. So you want him to put this jersey on, to wear that badge, right? That people literally died for, right? The people literally died for. And you want that scumbag to put that jersey on. You want that scumbag who did those things to that poor unfortunate girl to put this jersey back on? Go and fuck off, right? And I say that and here's a thing as well. It's all you, man. I'm gonna block anybody that doesn't like me. Block me, yeah, block me. You support a rapist and an abuser. End the fucking story, right? End the fucking story. That's what you do, right? You are supporting a fucking evil little shit, and you just want him to put. You just want him to put this back on. This. Go and learn your fucking history of your fucking club before you insult our club by wanting that little shit back. And to all you male fans out there that did that stupid fucking statement in retaliation to the female statement, you pieces of shit, you scumbags. I hope you don't have daughters. I hope you don't have girlfriends. Because if yous are okay with some little brute doing that to your daughter or your missus or whatever, you are a scummer. You lot getting smoked tonight. Manchester United are not losing against Wolves tonight. I'm glad you all think so, but that's not happening. It's not happening. We're winning this game tonight, and we're winning it well. Exactly, man. Clubs are around a lot longer than these blow-ins, and that's all they are. The blow-ins, and then their career comes to an end, and they blow fucking out. End of story, right? And that crest, right? That badge, right? The history of our club is worth more 3-1 to Wolves. Get the bleeding boat, will you? I had someone that I know in here saying it's going to be a draw. Like, right, okay, right. Is are all right? Explain to me, right? Because I've watched preseason, right? I've watched preseason. I've watched us play. You tell me why we're losing against Wolves tonight, 3-1. Because I don't see it. We are not losing 3-1 to Wolves, right? This is in last season, right? This is in last season, right? This is a different Manchester United, and you all want to pay attention because we are coming, right? It might be slow and steady, but we're on our way back up, yeah? And once we get to the top, yeah, you won't be taking us off the top. And then you can all do what you've been doing when we went through our great period under Sir Alex Ferguson. Every week you can bitch and moan and cry about the fact that we're top dog. Yeah? And I can't wait for that to happen because over the last couple of years you've been giving us a lot of stick and we've taken it, right? We've taken it because our club has been a shambles. But those days are coming to an end. Those days are coming to an end. And we will be the most dominant force in English football again. Mark my words, we will be. Under this manager, his mentality, the way he does things, when we get new owners, it's game over for the rest of you. And you all know this is why you want this deal not to go through, or you want this saga to drag on as much as possible. Because you know once we get taken over, that's it, it's game over. Forget about Manchester City and trebles. We'll do back-to-back fucking trebles. We'll show you. We were the first to do a treble. We'll be the first to do a back-to-back fucking treble. And that's the arrogance United fans used to have. That was the arrogance I had going around as a kid because I could, because the team was fucking brilliant, right? And it's the arrogance we're going to have again. We're coming back. And all of you teams are just done. No centre forward on the high line is getting exploited by Premier League players. I disagree. If our defenders do their job and actually pass the ball out properly instead of being lazy, then Onana won't get caught out. Onana, see, I don't know what this fascination is, which is all with Onana. We have plenty of goalkeepers in the Premier League, past and present, who play the ball out with their feet or come off their line or just outside the edge of their box. But because we have a keeper now that can do that, somehow that's the focus. You know, we did have a goalkeeper similar to Onana a few years back that didn't work out, which is Fabian Barthez. And anybody that's a Manchester fan will know who Fabian Barthez was, right? And he gave us some great moments, but he was also absolutely dire. I think Onana is a better goalkeeper. I think Onana holds the ball better than Barthez. So I don't know what this is. Everybody has a fascination with our club once we start playing. It's lovely though. It's beautiful. Even though we haven't been top dog, right, for a long time, other rival fans just hate us and still hate us and will always hate us. So can you imagine what it's going to be like when we start winning stuff again? I don't think Onan is going to get punished every game. No, he's not, man. He's not. He's not. Mickey Mouse Cup, yeah, until you won it. In fairness, United fans, we used to slag that trophy off, but we've won a couple of League Cups. I think fans get humbled. A lot of fans say that. I don't really mind about that. Out of all the cups it is, but I think it's produced some great games. It's a pity that the League Cup wasn't used to get into. I don't know if it's. I know the FA Cup is used as a route of getting into Europe. I don't know if the League Cup is the same. I forget. But if the League Cup isn't, there should be. Give it a little bit more importance. Is he a Newcastle fan? Is that why he's in here? He's giving me stick, a Newcastle fan. Listen. He's had one great season. He's played well the weekend, right? He's got Champions League football. He's bought some decent players. Oh, you start City. I'd rather play a closed door friendly than win the EFL. No, you wouldn't. Listen, how many times has Pep Guardiola won the League Cup? Is it because you've won it so many times that's why you think it's not? I think your manager loved winning the League Cup, and your players did. I mean, City fans, they're spoiled rotten. You don't even know how lucky you are, man, because this is coming to an end soon. All of this winning businesses are doing. It's coming to an end soon. I don't know. I stopped counting. I'm not going to lie. That's what I mean, though. You've won so many. I wouldn't knock it, man. A trophy's a trophy, right? All banter aside, right? Trophy's a fucking trophy, man. You take it, right? Because some seasons you're not going to have a great season. You've been on a great run so far, but teams are starting to catch up to you now. And it's going to get harder for you to maintain it. Trust me, United were doing it for years. It is hard to maintain. Anyway, they're still talking about our striker. I mean, who cares, man? We brought in a kid. He happened to cost a little bit more than what we wanted to pay for him, but we brought him in, right? If Manchester City signed him for the same price, you wouldn't be giving out about it. Look, I celebrate every fucking thing, right, that we win, right? Always have. No cup gets less fucking support. Because at the end of the day, I want us to win as many fucking trophies as we can. And your era will come to an end. You just don't even realise that your team has actually gone through a transitional stage already as it is. And you have lost some key players. Listen, City are not as strong. City won't be as strong as last year. This title race is going to be close. But we'll see. I won't count me chickens. But I just don't see I see this being a lot closer this season. Look, it'll be good for all of us. Well, not for the fans of rivals here, but it'll be good. It'll be fun. We need, I thought last season was a great season for football in general. And I do believe that this season is going to be another cracker. I think we're going to, seriously, I think Premier League football is going to step up again. And it's just going to be, there's going to be some unbelievable teams playing. There's going to be some unbelievable matches. Look at that Newcastle game, for God's sake. I mean, they absolutely tore Villa apart. And Villa were bigged up. And Villa have made some great signings as well. And everybody was thinking this was going to be a lot harder for Newcastle. But Jesus Christ, they came out of the traps something fierce. To be honest, I think you'll have a strong season, second place, but it won't be a title challenge. You'll get to the last 16 of the Champo and another domestic final. Well, I mean, okay, if that's what it was, and the domestic cup was the FA Cup, we actually won the FA Cup. We got second in the league. Got to the last 16 of the Champions League. I think we could do better than the last 16, though. I think we can get to the quarters. Get to another domestic final, but we'd have to win it. So if we won another cup, domestic cup, the FA Cup, we finished second, but not too far behind us, and got to the last 8 of the Champions League, then I'll be happy. Well, no, I won't be totally satisfied because I think we can win the league. I know, I'm crazy. I know. But we'll see. We'll see. Long of the days gone of us beating City 8-1. I mean, Jesus, I remember results against Manchester City where we absolutely hammered them. Look, there's a lot of United fans out there, and I do give them a bit of stick myself, right? And they say that Pep is a checkbook manager, and it is true, he is, right? But the bottom line is this, though, right? And you've got to say this, and Roy Keane actually says it, right? And it is true. Yeah, that might be the case, but you still have to get the best out of those players. And he does. I mean, look what he did to Haaland at half time. Haaland literally scores, doesn't he? And then he's going over, then he's berating Haaland. What were you walking around for 3 minutes for? Like, giving out to him because he wasn't running around for 3 minutes, like, even though he'd scored. That's what you need, though. People might think that's Pep is over the top there. He's not over the top. Ferguson used to do it as well. That's what you need to do. So I do think he is a great manager, right? But for people to compare him to Sir Alex Ferguson, I think that's unfair. They're two different eras, by the way, anyway, right? And you can't compare the two. You really can't. You have to look at what Ferguson did at Aberdeen and then what he did when he came to United. And he did things on a shoestring budget that Pep Guardiola, I don't think, could do, though. So, you can't judge because then, the modern age of football where there's an influx of money and literally you could buy, City could go out and buy who they wanted. Ferguson didn't have that all the time either. They're two different eras. Two managers should be given the respect for what they've done in their eras, right? But neither should be elevated. Well, I don't think a Pep should be elevated over Ferguson anyway. Maybe it's because I am a United fan, but I don't think anybody should be elevated over Ferguson. I think Ferguson in that era was the greatest manager. One more Champions League and Pep's up there. I mean, he's won his Champions League now at Manchester City. I honestly thought, I've got to be honest though, I honestly thought when he's won the treble that Pep might think about leaving because, he's done it now. He could move on, take a bit of a break, and then go and rebuild at another team. But it looks like he really does like being at City. And now they've won it. But here's the thing as well. And I watched the overlap, the fan debate. And, a Manchester City fan was there. And he was like, you are worried because now a lot of these players have done a treble now. They've been trying to win a treble for so long, yous have. I mean, every time he's got knocked out of the Champions League, it was always a big deal. You because your manager was so desperate to win it. But now that all of these players have won a treble, there does be that lack of consistency then, because they've done it, they kind of put their foot off the gas. And it happened with United. This is why no team has ever won 4 Premier League titles in a row, right? Because they do it, and then we've already done it, and they it's not that they let their foot off the gas, so it's a mentality change. That's why I think Pep, and that's why I'm not listening. A lot of United fans were calling him a weirdo, and I was like, what are you calling him a weirdo for? He's literally gone over because a player that he knows is great was walking around for 3 minutes, might be winning the game, but they're trying to win the league again, win the FA Cup again, and win the Champions League again. You can't do that by sitting on your arse. You've got to step it up again. And you're right. He won't let them take their foot off the gas. But look, we are in for one of the most exciting seasons that we've had in a long, long time. And I cannot wait. And we'll see where we all end at the end of the season. You know, it could be a bit harsh on Arsenal, right? Maybe it's just because, you know, in recent years they were our rivals. But, you know, no disrespect to JWC Reviews, because I know he's an Arsenal fan. Look, we'll just, at the end of the day, you know, I'm talking here, it's the first game. You know, we all know nothing right now. All we know is that, you know, Arsenal got off to a good start, City got off to a good start, and, you know, Chelsea and Liverpool drew, Spurs, forget about them. So it's up to us now to have that good start, and Newcastle had a good start. So, you know, the top 4 of last season need to have a good start. So we need to win tonight for the top 4 that were last year's top 4 to have the start. And that's what we need. We need to be winning games and not drawing games or dropping points. Do you think you would have continued your Premier League defence for a couple of more years if Ferguson had stayed for a few more years? No, I think Ferguson would have rebuilt. If Ferguson had stayed, then he was going to stay for another rebuild. And he would have stayed for another rebuild. And now Ferguson and the team that he had working behind the scenes to get those transfers in, and the scouts that we had, that they would have been able to bring in some teams, but he would have rebuilt. Remember, Ferguson rebuilt a couple of teams. People forget that, you know. And now Pep is at that stage now where he's slowly having to move players on, and he won't have, like Ferguson, he's not going to have a full blown, you know, full blown, what you call it, it's just got a full blown rebuilding. There you go. Jeez, I finally got the word out. Rebuilding. So it won't be a big rebuild for City, because Pep has been very clever in the market, just like Ferguson used to be. But I think our manager that we have now is the same ilk of those 2 great managers that we spoke about. I think Erik ten Hag can really be one of those greats. The monkey's off their back. Yeah, that's it now. I mean, they don't have to, you know, they've won the Champions League now. They could say that they won it with Manchester City. Yeah, Dele Alli, I think if Dele Alli had a sign for us, I don't think we'd be looking at the Dele Alli that we have today. To be quite honest with you, it's sad what's happened. I watched that interview. Sad what happened there. Being there as long as he did, I imagine Sir Alex was used to creating new teams. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, we won. Look at no matter what people say, if Arsenal had won the league last year, they would have won it with a very young team with experience, just like United did. Um, you know, when you're told you can't win the Premier League with kids and then you go on and win the Premier League, I mean, Ferguson will always be the legend, the GOAT, as far as I'm concerned, with managers. I just love it. Well, I have to say, just looking at these Wolves players, like they look like they're G'd up a little bit, right? But that'll soon be taken care of after the first 10, 15 minutes, hopefully. We have to kill them early. That's the thing. We get an early goal, then we kill them off. That's been the problem with United. And we did it during pre-season where we blitz for a couple of minutes and we got a couple of goals. I think even the manager doesn't mind that. If we blitz for a couple of minutes and we get 2 or 3 goals, then the team then can relax for the rest of the game. They can handle and control the game. And that's been United's problem as well for the last couple of seasons. We'll get a goal ahead, right? But we won't go and get that second goal, right? And we'll defend and we defend. Even under Ollie, we start doing it. And I was like, Ollie, for God's sake, just go and get the second goal, man. Go and get, because this is all you've seen Ollie do. Move back. The same with Mourinho. Mourinho was always, well, we knew what we were getting with Mourinho, but you know what I mean? Mourinho, we still won trophies under Mourinho. I mean, no matter what you say about him, I love Mourinho. Look, I've always liked Mourinho. But he was the wrong fit for us. But I was delighted he got the job when he did, because he did want the job. Just didn't. Again, you got owners like we've got. Forget about it. That's what. No, listen. As I said, 2 different eras of managers. So I'm not disrespecting Pep. I'm not like these United fans out there. Look, I appreciate what he's done and what he's brought to the game and the style of football that he's brought, right? I understand all of that, right? But they're 2 different managers, 2 different eras, and I think it's unfair to pit them against each other. And that's what I see a lot. Who's better, Pep or Ferguson? Like 2 different eras. Why can't we appreciate both? Well, I'm not going to appreciate your manager, of course, because being red. But in saying that, he's done some things in football that I can't ignore. But I think we've got a manager now that's up there. And obviously he has to win more trophies to prove that he's up there. But I do believe we have the right man. Now we just need owners to back this manager now. And this season was always going to be difficult with the American owners. But next season, if we get this sailed on, it's game over for everybody, including Manchester City. We'll dominate for a few years. We will. Under this manager, we'll dominate for a few years. And if he gets the players that he actually wants. I mean, if he had got Frankie de Jong and all of these other players that he wanted, I mean, there's Anthony Martial. Right. I tell you what, though, we will take bets. We will take bets tonight, right? So if Anthony Martial comes on tonight, right? If Anthony Martial, he's on the subs bench, so he's not starting. So if Anthony Martial comes on tonight, how many minutes or seconds do you think it's going to take for him to get injured? And I'm not actually taking the piss. So if Anthony Martial does come on tonight, how long do you think it will take him to get injured? And I'm just going to knock the camera off for now because the match is about to start. And yeah, I do have a smoking habit, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few puffs before we get into this game because we got 3 minutes now until kickoff. So you're going 3-1 Wolves. Are you just saying that because you're a City fan, or do you honestly believe that we'll get beaten 3-1? No, seriously, give real score predictions. Come on, come on, come on. I can have a bit of banter with you Arsenal fans and you City fans and Liverpool fans. I don't take offence to anything like that. I know we've been shy over the last couple of years, so yeah, as we did dominate for a while, we kind of deserve a bit of the shit that we've been getting over the years as fans. But yeah, come on, you can't really think Wolves are beating us 3-1. Can I ask you why? Do you think we're gonna collapse like we did against Brentford? Do you think that's what's going to happen? Because if you think what happened last season is going to happen this season, I don't think so. I don't think there'll be any of those horrible high results either, and we definitely won't be getting beaten by Liverpool again. That's all. I tell you fucking that. Right, let's get a bit of atmosphere in here. And let's turn this computer up so I can actually hear the game. There we go. Right, Bruno blessing himself on Anna. I love this, the start of the season. No, legit, I think you'll get beaten tonight without a seat. Centre forward combined with your defence line getting used to playing with Onana against a well organised press. Okay. Right, well, I'll put your prediction up. So, Fly on the Wall thinks it'll be a 3-1 scoreline. JWC Reviews did put a 2-2 result. Where is it? Up here, because I haven't seen him since I said Arsenal. I hope he's not gone. It's banter, mate. It's banter. JWC Reviews there it is there. He predicts a 2-2 scoreline. So nobody is giving United the win except for Cinnamon and myself, because I think Cinnamon said 2-1 to us. Yeah, 2-1 United win, he said. So two of us have United to win, one has us to lose, and one has us to draw. Very interesting, very interesting. Very, very feckin' interesting. Right. We will see. 2-1 to United. There we go. United, yes. And I'm going to go. This is my scoreline prediction. I haven't changed it from today. So I think we will win this scoreline. I don't actually even think we'll concede a goal. So my prediction for this game is Manchester United 3, Wolves 0. I reckon Rashford will get on the score sheet tonight. I'm pretty sure it'll be from a ball from either Bruno or Onana. I fancy Garnacho to pop up with one, and maybe our captain extraordinaire Bruno Fernandes to knock in a goal. Old Trafford is buzzing, and we are off. Here we go. Now I'm about a minute behind, folks. I'm about a minute behind because I'm watching it on my computer. Yeah, we don't have Sky anymore. We got rid of Sky. Fucking money they charge you. So hold on. I'll put back on the camera, just heating up my coffee real quick. Right. Fred the Red. Put the camera back on. Right, I'll take one more quick puff. Hold on. Right. Cover it. Here we go. Okay, hopefully you don't see the smoke there. Sorry about that. You know, unfortunately, smoking habit. But here we go. This is what I've been waiting on. You watch on MUTV, don't you? No, the wife is American, so I can get it through American TV stations. Legit, like, just I don't pay for Sky. So we're off now here. The volume is actually very low. It's normally higher than that, but I suppose it's all right. That's this high. So hopefully you don't really hear that and you can hear me because I don't want to get copyright struck. So I'm watching it. So here's Onana now. Right, Varane out. Anyway. Onana is already given out to the defenders. I know they are ridiculous. Look, the Premier League apparently is thinking of doing their own streaming service where fans will get to see their team no matter what and they won't miss a game because it'll be on multiple screens. They should do that. Sky, look, it's not, you're not just paying for Sky though. Think about it. If you want to see your team, right, and you want to see most of the games, you have to sign up for I shouldn't have knocked the camera off. Why am I frozen? Oh, it's because I'm moving around too much, is it? Hold on. There we go. Hopefully. I have to try stay still. But you have to get BT Sports as well. And then you've got this Premier League soccer or Premier Sport or something as well to get some of them. So you literally have to buy 3 or 4 different, you know, sports channels, and even at that, some of the games are not even played because of the embargo. Right, it's a bit scrappy at the start now, I have to say. Right, so Wolves are on the attack. What a tackle, though. Well done. Oh, Jesus, I'm watching it with Jim Bedlin. Jim Bedlin's doing the commentary where I am. I wanted to listen to Peter Drury, but obviously he's on Sky Sports now, so I can't listen to him because I think he's a great commentator. Right, so Onana is on the ball. But again, see the way our players are pushing up, and I do like that. And you are right, the Wolves are playing a high line, but the thing about it is we got a goalkeeper now that can actually deliver balls out. He doesn't necessarily have to play out through the defence. I hope they do. So do I, man. They start doing that. They start doing that, man. It'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper, and the Premier League more money going into them personally. Yeah. Do away with that deal with. Oh, for fuck's sake, you got bleeding. What's his name? Daniel Sturridge singing fucking Usher songs on Sky Sports now. Like ridiculous. That's what you're paying for. Like Roy and what's his face? Micah Richards, right? Those two are the only reason why I used to watch Sky Sports, right? Because the banter between them two lads is unbelievable, man. Roy really does love Micah Richards, though, even if he was an ex-City player. But there's respect there. And I love the banter between the two, but they're bringing in gobshites now, just for the sake of it. Like, where was Daniel Sturridge? No offense, around, but where was Daniel Sturridge doing commentating before to earn a place on Sky Sports? Anyway, there's our new striker. He's sitting on the bench. I tell you something, for the age that he is, he doesn't seem overawed by being at Old Trafford. And I love that. That means this if this kid is as good as everybody claims he is, well then we've signed the right player. So do I, man. Roy is a legend. Yeah, I saw your tweet. It was pure cringe. Yeah, unbelievable. I love Roy Keane. Yeah, Roy is a legend. You know, he divides the country, but love him. But Wolves have started off well. This has been a poor start for Manchester United. I got to be honest, I wasn't expecting this. Well, I did say until we got the fourth goal, they would be difficult to break down. What am I saying? I actually did say that, but I just don't see it from us yet. I thought we'd have control of the ball a little bit more here. Garnacho putting pressure on the goalkeeper. There we go. Go on. No. Go on. Oh, Garnacho. Right, we don't want you getting injured, son. Come on. Jesus Christ. What? Oh, it's one of those, you know, he went in for the tackle and the boot hit his knee. Yeah, that's. Oh. Mason Mount. Again, what a quick ball. Mason Mount was alert. It just wouldn't come down for him. But we got a corner. And now he's getting a cheer off the crowds because obviously it's the first official home game, even though we did play pre-season, but they'll give him the big cheer now. He's gone over to take the corner. He's taking the shot. Bruno, again, another corner. When you see, again, I said this to Jordan pre-season, you need to mix it up. Don't play it now. You play the shot the first time. Play it differently now. Knock it in the box. This one has to go in the box. Yeah, Bruno said, yeah, it's going in the box. See, we have to mix it up, man. Go on. All right, swung out. Poor corner. Their distribution in corners and free kicks has been awful the last few seasons. How far am I behind? Because, I mean, I can't be that far behind. I'm on the eight. I'm coming up to the 8 minute mark now. Actually, you're right. I'm according to this. Yeah, I'm 2 minutes behind. See, when you watch on your computer, it's different, you know? And because I'm watching the stream from America, it's going to be behind. Here we go. Come on. Come on, lads. Come on, get this early goal. Unlucky. Well, then I'm only a minute and 10 seconds behind you. Then, if it's 10 minutes now, yeah, I'm only a minute and 10 seconds behind. So I'm actually not that far behind. I thought I was long, so that's okay then. That's okay. That's all now about Gary O'Neill now becoming Wolves manager though. I don't know. Maybe he will get the best out of them. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the Old Trafford crowd's getting a bit restless. I don't blame them. I don't know. We were we were playing better than this in pre-season. I mean, they need to get over this mentality of what happened last season. If there's a mental block there, they need to, get that out of their heads quick enough. Come on, come on, what a ball! Come on! Bruno's not happy with someone. I don't think he's happy with Mason Mount because he was gesturing there. But Anthony has a blonde hairdo as well now. I mean, it's really it's white, same as Garnacho. The two wingers with the same bleeding hairstyle. Well, Garnacho's a little bit darker. Oh, go on, go on. Come on, lads. You need to get a goal in this half. The longer this drags on, man. I said 3-0. I suppose only what's Bruno doing? Get in. Right, Luke is out of position. But Anthony with the again, Anthony. You see, people underrate Anthony. He does a lot of good defensive work. Go. That's the ball. Go on, get. It's unlucky, Garnacho. It's unlucky. Right. Ten Hag is down writing something. I wonder what he's writing. Shopping list. Striker, centre back, midfielder. Again, though, we're getting their foot into these balls. It's just, I was expecting us to control this midfield, man. Come on. That's it. Come on. Red. How is that not a yellow, man? What a ball. Mm. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Wolves to be this good. I've got to be honest, because fair enough, they got a new manager, but I mean, their old manager just literally left. So it's a credit to the Wolves players in themselves that they put this kind of performance in. But we need to wake up now a little bit. I mean, we're going back to the keeper unnecessarily the last minute and a half, and like I get it, you can kick the ball out and stuff like this, but don't don't be just going back to him for the sake of it. Casemiro losing the ball. I mean, come on, go on. Oh, it was the right ball, Bruno. You need to be paying more attention. Look at Anthony trying to get back though. Look at that. What? What? How is that? Yeah. What? All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was like, okay, right. It just looked. Um. Yeah, I still think we'll win. I mean, we're only what 18, 19, coming up to the 19th minute, mate. I wouldn't be not worried. Yeah. Not a ball. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what there will be a bit. Martinez has played with him before. Well done. Great ball to him. Garnacho needs to understand that he's not going to always get around players. The kid is like, he gets frustrated when he doesn't. You're not always down to, so just keep plugging away, keep working hard, and you'll get your reward. Oh, that was lovely, Fee. That was lovely by the Wolves player. Wow. Casemiro back again, though. You weren't going to do that to me a second time, he goes. Rashford out to Garnacho now. Rashford with a bit of pace. Come on. Oh, what was that? God's sake. Yeah, it is, man. It's a nice kit. I actually got it on myself. It actually looks a different shade of red on TV. It's mad. I have to say, I am disappointed with the first 20 odd minutes. I was expecting a lot more, but we have grown into the game. Um, well, if it doesn't work out, what you can do is you can put Rashford back out onto the left, take Garnacho off, and maybe, well, I hate to say it, but put Anthony Martial on maybe in the second half. But watch, you bring him on, he probably get injured. There we go. Go. Go on. What a ball. Slowed it down. Go on. Well done, man. But Aaron got in the box. He actually got in the box and got that ball. It's just a pity I don't think Wan-Bissaka touched him there. Yeah, all the jerseys this season are homages to previous jerseys we had, including the green and off-white one that everybody hates. It's in reference to a jersey that we had in the 1900s. Right, we finally got into the game, but now we need to do something with it. See, it's this whole. I've noticed with United, they've been doing it for a few years. They'll run with the ball a little bit, then they'll stop, look around, and then the teams get back into their positions. Here we go. No. Go on. We're getting in. We just need to be more clinical. We're not being clinical enough. See again, Luke Shaw's just slowed the ball completely down. I mean, I don't get it. Keep pass and move, pass and move, pass and move. It's basic stuff. It's got to do with the fact that anytime Martinez gets the ball, and if he can get rid of it straight away, he will pass the ball forward. Luke Shaw gets it though. He'll run with the ball, he'll stop, he'll look around, Wolves get back into their shape. And Martinez could have got himself into trouble there. How's there a corner? Here we go. Right, he's gotten a yellow. Again, Garnacho does seem to be the player. If United are going to get out now of this, he seems to be the most likely right now. But Rashford is wasted through the middle. It's actually shocking that Rashford's name hardly gets a mention when he plays through the middle. I don't care what the manager says. Um, you know, yeah, it's a pity that you're spoiled for well, it's not a pity. It is a headache to have that you're spoiled for choice whether you play Garnacho or Rashford. But at the end of the day, you got to play Rashford in his best position. What was that? I mean, what was Bruno even trying to do there? This game's all over the shop. I wasn't expecting this, but I still do believe we'll win. I think Ten Hag will be fucking furious anyway at half time. If he's not furious at half time, I'll be amazed. He should be. This is awful. What happened there? Did Mason Mount go in for a tackle there? Because if that's, it wasn't on purpose. So fuck that. It wasn't on purpose. Get up, you big baby. It wasn't on purpose. Still don't think we should have gave him the number 7 jersey though. I don't know what our club is playing at. There's Rashford. Look, I mean, he's wasted there, man. Like he's wasted there. Come on, the new time wasting protocol is in, ref. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this from Wolves at all. I thought being with everything that's happened, the players' heads would be down, but I tell you, for God's sake, will you stop? He's asking for a yellow card. Are you for real? Get up, you bleeding muppet. Like, what are these players doing? What are you doing? Get up, you little mupp. Well, he went to kick the ball. Get up, you muppet. Oh, where's the yellow card? He went to kick the ball. It's not on purpose, you Bill. Seriously, Portuguese players are just as bad as Spanish. I know we got Bruno. He rolls around sometimes as well. It's ridiculous. Get up. Rashford's at the doing. He's back in, jumping up for that ball. For God's sake, man. Now go. These Wolves players are bitches now, aren't they? What a ball. What a ball. It's disgraceful. I don't even know what to say because I was so confident that we were going to hammer this, and I just don't know. I mean, right, you came off pre-season after doing what you did, and now we got this perform. Like, what is going on? Like, he's had to be rolling around the ground a couple of minutes ago, saying his foot was broken. Ref, Christ, look at him. Will you just clear the fucking ball and stop throwing these little passes in the fucking near the 6 yard box? Well, on this performance, I don't think, Wolves play like this all season. I think Wolves will be okay. I don't think Wolves are fighting relegation if they play like this all season. But in fairness, we haven't turned up tonight in this half anyway. We have not turned up. And then he's given a yellow card for time wasting because you were warned about you, she's bloody assholes. Now hurry up and take the fucking throw, you bleeding tick. You throw it to someone in yellow, yeah? It's not that fucking hard. Absolutely shocking from Rashford. Stop throwing your hands up in the air. Even though you're playing through the mid, you're not doing anything. There's no actual balance. Bruno, Casemiro, and Mason Mount do not work as a trio, like some fans think he's going to. It doesn't work. I'm actually puzzled that we signed him, to be quite honest with you. I even said I don't get that signing. But leave him out wide. Put Garnacho in the middle for a while, for fuck's sake. Get in! Go on! Get in! Yeah, same, mate. Same. I mean, how is that even a free kick, though? I mean, Shaw kicks it, right? The keeper kind of saves it along with the defender. Garnacho goes in. Okay, fair enough. Okay, okay. The angle was a bit fair enough. Right. Go on, Aaron. Go on, Aaron. What a ball! Oh, her ball! Ref! Are you for fucking real? That's broad daylight. Aaron Wan-Bissaka with the ball in. That was a good crossing. He gets criticised. What a ball. That was a penalty, though. I don't know. Jesus Christ, man. Let me see. Okay, yeah, his hand was. I mean, that would have been harsh. I agree. His hands were tucked in. Well done. That was actually fair. Oh, no, but not the hand. No, 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 not the hand that he had tucked in. He had the other one out. That's a penalty. It's the other hand. See, they thought it's this hand, but it was the other hand that was out, and that's the hand that struck. We never get penalties anymore. Anyway, we used to get them all the time, so I suppose again, it's a bit one of those things, isn't it? Right. But that's better from United. That's better now. That's better. It's always near the end of the fucking first half, and then the second half we come out and we play dead. I don't know what it is. I think we've got this thing, and we've had it for a few seasons where it's either it depends on the day, but we either have a great first half and a shit second half, or we have a terrible first half and we have a great second half. Well, the goal now would be nice. Go. Oh, that was clever but unlucky. Unlucky, man. But don't give it back to the keeper. That's it, Martinez. Get the ball fucking up there. But this is it now. We're starting to open them up. Go on. He's trying. Garnacho, he's trying. He's just being marshalled very well by Semedo, who's having a fucking cracking game for Wolves. I don't care what anybody says. He's fucking being Wolves' best player this half. I know, yeah, man. United are one of the most frustrating teams to watch. Go on. Come on. Come on. Oh! He keeps looking over at the manager, Garnacho. Just keep doing what you're doing. I actually think you're doing well. You're just being marshalled well, but you're getting into positions. Just keep trying. I'm telling you, Ronaldo used to be like that at the start as well. You have to keep trying and trying and trying, and you will get your moment, man. You will get your moment. That's a lovely orange sky out there. That's a nice orange sky. Well done, Aaron. Fire the legs. Bruno with the ball. Back to Bruno. To Anthony. Right, Anthony, go on. He's taking him on. No fucking time. That's it, though. Do more of that, Anthony. Yeah. What a ball. Wan-Bissaka bursting into the box like he's fucking Perlo or something. Or Diego Carlos. Maybe some of you are too old to know, or too young to know who Diego Carlos is. Brilliant. See, that's better. We're winning, but that's better. Come on. Cass. We can't afford to lose the game or draw. We have to beat Wolves. Because if we draw this game, it's already an uphill struggle. I'm telling you, we need to be winning games like this. Yeah, he's done well. Luke Shaw is going to get a yellow card when this move is done. Yeah, there you go, Luke Shaw, yellow card. But there's Garnacho getting back there to try do his defending. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all about, but fair play, Garnacho getting back here. See, I like to see that. And that's why Ten Hag would, even though it's not going quite right for Garnacho going forward, he's having a few moments where he's getting a bit of joy, but he's defending, his tracking back. He's done very well, and the manager will be actually happy about that. But got to be honest, I'd be taking him off on the hour mark, switch Rashford over to the left, and either bring on Sancho or fucking Martial, because there's Rashford now. He's on the left. trying to make something happen. Wan-Bissaka to Anthony. Stop it. Yeah, he's doing very well, Anthony. He's having a good game. Having a good game. He's really burst into life, man. But again, he's doing what I've wanted him to do. He's taking on players, man. You know, he's trying to beat them and rather than bring the ball back all the time. He's changing it up, and I like that. But Mason Mount, I don't get it. I still don't get it, and I won't get this signing. I mean, can anybody that's a football fan tell me what I'm actually missing that Mason Mount brings to the team? Oh, but seriously, someone explain to me that thinks that is actually a person that thinks that he's a great player. Tell me what it is he brings, because we might as well be playing with 10 men. Yeah, half time. What can I say? Sancho for Garnacho and then swap Sancho and Rashford, the only way to move forward. That's what I said. I think he'd probably do it on the hour mark, though. I don't think he's going to bring off Garnacho yet, but I do agree with you. I think we need to put Rashford out on the left where he's most dangerous. Even you seen there for the couple of times that he did go out onto the left, things started to happen. Garnacho, unfortunately, is just being marshalled very well. He is trying and he is doing his defensive work, but we do need a little bit more. So I'd agree with you. Either Sancho or Anthony Martial is fit if he wants to take the risk of putting Anthony Martial on, but I wouldn't either. I'd even say this, I'd go as far as to say I would definitely put on Sancho ahead of him. I think Mount has been one of your best players this half, and you've all been shy. I don't see it. I don't. Every time I've seen him on the ball, he's falling over it, man. I don't know. People see the games differently. But I just don't get that signing. I really don't. We'll say though, the jury's still out on him. But there's not a United player. Agree? It's not. There hasn't been a standout player. Aaron Wan-Bissaka maybe. But Casa's looked a bit. It takes Casa a couple of games, so I'm not worried about that. But I don't know. We just look a little bit off the pace right now. I mean, I'm just watching us pre-season here against Real Madrid again. I mean, we actually didn't do too bad against them. I think Eriksen, again, I'm going to be criticised for saying this, and I'm going to knock the camera off, have a puff. But I'm going to say this, I think Eriksen is shot. I think Eriksen is done. I think after the injury, he hasn't come back the same. I don't think he's the same player. I think he's lost another yard of pace. Even during pre-season, he was very sloppy with his passing. He seemed very lazy with his passing. And I do rate Eriksen, but I think Eriksen is finished, to be quite honest. That's why I think we're looking at other midfielders, because the manager knows we need to bring in another midfielder. So, yeah, I don't, you know, I think Scott McTominay would give us more than Ericsson. So, I don't, yeah, and I want Scott gone. So I just want to make that clear. No other player in that position wanted to come to United. That's not true, right? The problem that United have is we don't have a budget because we don't have any new owners. I can guarantee you, if we were under Sheikh Jassim, right, we'd be sitting here with De Jong, Bellingham, and all of these great young players. We'd even have Harry Kane and Rasmus Hojlund, right? So be under no illusion. It's not that players don't want to come to United. They do want to come to United. We just don't have the budget, right? We just don't have the budget right now. And this is what I'm saying. When we do have new owners and we do have a budget, every other fan out there knows it is game over. Because we'll have the budget then. Manchester United won't be will they or won't they team anymore. It'll be when will they. It's only a matter of time. So I'm not worried. We should have went in for Frankie de Jong. Right? We should have been going after Tchouameni. We should have been going after Caicedo, Lavia, all of these players. They're players that we should have went for. Right? But we don't have the budget. We've been priced out. We had to buy Mason Mount. Yes, we still paid over the odds. But look at what Caicedo went for. Look how much they're looking for Lavia, or wherever you call him, off Southampton. Right? They're looking for nearly 60, 70 million. Right? We haven't got that. Right? We overpaid on the goalkeeper because Ten Hag wanted him. We overpaid on Mason Mount. Right? So we've had to stretch out the rest of the budget and get players out as well. We just don't have the budget. I think it's disingenuous to say that no players want to come to United. Trust me, we are still an elite club. If United come knocking and we have the money to buy that player and give them a good wage, they'll come to United. Right? Because under Eric Ten Hag, they've seen Ajax perform. Right? Everybody knows who Eric Ten Hag is. They know what type of football he plays, and players do. Even the manager said players that didn't want to come to the club now want to come to the club. Right? So there was a time that was true, but it's not true anymore. We just don't have the budget. Owners, as you said, are dragging the same. No, they will sell. I don't think they're playing fans. I think they will sell. But I just don't think they're going to sell before the transfer window closes. I reckon if they could drag it out till next summer to see if other bidders come in, they will. But they will go. They know their time is up. And I will, because United fans have been protesting since the Glazers took over. But if they find out that the Glazers are going to try, hang on, trust me, there will be. They haven't emptied Old Trafford yet, right? But they will empty Old Trafford. We'll embarrass those owners if we have to, right? When we play Liverpool, we'll empty the stadium. When we play you guys, we'll empty the fucking stadium. Make a point. They'll lose fucking millions of revenue. Fuck the cunts. It's the only reason why City have been so dominant is because of their owners, right? Because I think in reality, Manchester City fans would know if United were run properly, you wouldn't have won as many titles as you've won. Because you would have us looking over our shoulders are beating you, and we'd be sharing trophies between the two clubs, right? The two Manchester clubs would be dominant right now if we were run by someone else other than the Glazers. And this is why a lot of the other fans that support other clubs don't want us taking over. They want this process to be dragged out for 3 years or whatever it is you said, right? Because as long as we're under those owners, we're not going to challenge City. That's the mentality. So, you know, As I said, when we do get new owners, 'cause we will, it'll be a different scenario. I know they don't look. They won't care with the protests outside the club. But when we got when the Liverpool game was called off, that was highly embarrassing. That was the biggest game on the calendar, and the match was called off because of the protests. Trust me, they will sit up and pay attention when they see the stadium empty at Manchester United versus Liverpool, Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Man City at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Arsenal at Old Trafford. You empty the stadiums for those three games alone, right? The Glazers' reputation, they won't give a fuck, you're right. But the Glazers' reputation in the media and with football fans around the world, listen, it doesn't matter whether you hate Manchester United or not, whether you support a rival club, all fans should be disheartened and should be sick of what's happening at United and how they've been run. A great club in the history of English football, and it should be respected, right? But it's not being respected. It was taken by a greedy fucking family who bled it dry, right? If you're a football fan and you care about football, it doesn't matter what club it is. The same when Bury went out of business as well. You should be sad when these things happen, right? Because it's poor ownership. And then what happens then is they end up running the fucking stadiums down, right? The stadiums end up being run down and the club ends up falling miles fucking behind. The only thing that's kept us going over the last few years is the fact that we are Manchester United. If it was any other club that was run by the Glazers, that club would be out of business right now. The difference is our name, the history that we've got, right? The pull that we have and the fans that we have kept this club going. It doesn't matter though, it's the show of strength, it's to show the Glazers that, right, even though they don't care, but we're going to show you and we're going to embarrass you on a national stage. And they will. But they won't care. You are right. I do agree with you. The Glazers don't give two rats' asses. They don't, and they never will. If they did, they would have been gone a long time ago. They don't care. You're right. They will stay until they get what they want for the club, and that's it. Simple as that. And they'll bleed it dry until then. Right? I know that. You're absolutely spot on. I agree with you. But they will go because it's the end game now. Once they announced that they were thinking of selling or looking at other options, that was it. It was game over. Yeah, the international fans do. But you can't blame the international fans because a lot of the international fans don't get to go to Old Trafford. So for them to buy a jersey, that's some compensation. If they can't support the team at Old Trafford, well, they can buy the team colours. And I this is why I was kind of strong against fans when they were coming out, especially big YouTubers coming out, United YouTubers telling fans not to buy the jersey. Like, who the hell do you think yous are anyway? Yous get endorsements as well. Some years wouldn't come out against the Glazers until it was the tide had completely turned and he's had no choice because you were all worried about our sponsorships more than you were worried about the club. But yeah, you were all dictating to the fans about buying the merch and all, and there you were on stream, flashing the new merch. I got no great gripes about telling people that I got this jersey. This jersey was a present. It was bought for me, but still, it was still bought for me, right? This is the €110 one. This is the authentic one. This isn't the fan replica one. This is the actual authentic jersey I have on me. 110 quid I got it for my birthday. My birthday falls on the 21st of June. Just when the new jersey, obviously the home jersey is announced. And I get that for my birthday. I wait a couple of weeks and I get the jersey for my birthday. But no fan will tell me whether I should get a jersey or not. Right? at the end of the day, you're right, you only get 10% of the revenue. Whether you buy the jersey or not doesn't have any consequence. They want their money, what they want for the club, and they're not going to go until they get it. Simple as that. So they'll bleed the club dry until they do. So it's up to Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim, because they're the two people there. You either give the Glazers what they want, or you both fuck off. Simple as that. Then at least we know where we stand then. It's the not known part that annoys me, right? It's not knowing whether we're going to be sold or not. If they're staying, they're staying, right? I won't like it, but if they're staying, at least we know. If they're going, just tell them they're still fucking gonna go. Just put out. See, they don't put out statements. This is what's wrong with our owners. They don't put out statements. If they put out a statement tomorrow to say, "Listen, we're still in the process of selling the club, but apparently there's some legal issues," so then they could just come out and say, "Listen, without saying too much, we got some paperwork to complete. There's some tech legal issues, but we're trying to get it sorted, and just leave it at that, right? And there'll be more news to come, and then the fans would be satisfied with that because they know the end game is coming. But the fact is that these owners don't give you nothing, right? Nothing at all, right? So Victor Lindelof, and he's got some note. He's got a note in his hand. Right, so he's bringing off Martinez because Martinez has a yellow. Wow. Wow. Well, I know how this goes because I've seen how this goes. I've seen Lindelof on pre-season. He's better than Harry Maguire, but he's another one of those players that, you know. Well, Martinez, there he is. I mean, I'm not going to say he looks happy, but he doesn't look like he's pissed. But there's Harry and Dean Henderson, the two rat bags. The sooner yous are gone, the better. The two of yous. I don't want Henderson here. Not after the interview that he done. Right, do yous or cuddle? Come on. Get out there now and give me a good second half performance, right? Fucking assholes. First game of the season, I was expecting the blitz. Right? A fucking blitz. Here we go. Well, I'm a minute behind, so it's probably already tipped off for you folks. Just give me a second. It's about to tip off now. Victor Lindelof is about to come on for Martinez. I hope it's not an injury. Right, let's put the camera back on. Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully we get an owner that at least cares enough to do the things that need to be done at our club. That's the best we can hope for. You know, we can't, Sir Jim is a local, but he doesn't have the money to be buying United straight out. And I don't really trust his bid, but I don't like the Sheikh Jassim bid either because it's from the Saudis. But at the end of the day, I want the Glazers out, and they're the two bids. So if I was to choose, I would choose the Saudi deal on the fact that they just want to buy the club out straight and clear the debt. But Wolves have started off, so same pattern as the first half. Wolves are on the attack. Luke Shaw was a bit slow there. Onana took him out there. I mean, come on, will you pay a fucking attention? He's literally did a little bit of a hug, and Luke Shaw then falls asleep. Good covering by Onana. Onana has a cheeky little smile on his face. What are they cooking? What are they cooking? The cats and the foxes are off again. Shocking. Right, Victor got his first tackle in, so that's good on the halfway line. Right, we're putting pressure on the ball, but he's giving out to the ball boy. He wants the ball to be. I reckon he'll do something about that though, because managers do. They like to have the ball ready to go for quick throw-ins and stuff. Okay, good ball, Mount. Right, we're looking stretched. Oh, no, with the save. I mean, shocking. Lindelof just keeps backing off. Then he starts pointing. I mean, you got to be. He should have scored. He should have, actually is one of the misses of the season. That's in that. Oh my God, that should have been 1-0. I mean, but that's shocking. We're still asleep. We're still asleep. That's shocking. That is absolutely shocking. Will you just stop pointing, Victor? Jesus Christ, we get it. Everybody knows their job. Stop fucking pointing. You're worse than Harry Maguire. Like, fucking hell. Right, so you had a huddle. What did you say in the huddle? What stupid ball? Come on. What a ball. Oh, you have woke up now, have you? Oh, for God's sake. No, we're getting there, though. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, which I'm surprised that Wolves have been more aggressive, because I was expecting us to be very aggressive in this game. I don't know. It just feels like not that we're holding back. It There's just something not right. Nice, nice. Oh, is he looking for a penalty? Oh, did he get hit by the keeper there though? He did. He did. The keeper got his hand on him though. The VAR not even check that? Right, here we go. Luke Shaw's not even going to hit the first man. Oh, it has. Jesus, miracles happen. Spider legs, just whack it up. Go on, Garnacho. Go on. Nice. Go on. That's better, lads. Better. Come on, see what I mean? Where is this the first half, though? You need to do this for two halves, lads. You know? Two halves. I know you probably thought Wolves were going to be all over the place and all of this, and you thought it was going to be handy, right? But it's not, right? For 45 minutes, they battered you, right? So come on. What was that? See, this is what I'm talking about as well. Corners are absolutely dire, man. Do you not even do you practice corners? Like, do we not practice corners? No, free kicks. It probably is. Look, it is the first game of the season. Pre-season is completely different. The players are far more relaxed because there's no pressure. So they played a lot with a lot more freedom, I thought, during pre-season. It does. I think it's the first game jitters as well, considering what happened to us last season. That's a free kick, rare. Cunha is the player of the game. It's Lindelof though. It's Lindelof though. Watch this again, right? Lindelof just keeps right. The defense is running back, right. So Casemiro gets blocked off, right. But look, it's Lindelof. He just backs off, rather than engage, and he keeps pointing as well. It's why we need another centre back. I mean, the fucking Lindelof is just as bad as Harry, right? Except Harry is just a jinx completely. But Lindelof is no fucking better. I mean, that's a great header, Aaron. Well done. Go on, Garnacho. Oh, Anthony. He's have the same fucking hair. He's confused me now. But much better by us now in this half. But, you know, I don't know what our manager is playing at though. I mean, okay, Martinez got a yellow card, right? You don't want them to get sent off. Okay, I get that. But Jesus Christ, at least leave him on until the 60th fucking minute or something, and then take him off. I don't know. It just seems to me. Oh, Luke is down straight into the face. He's straight down. Jim Bedlin, he probably deserved to be criticised for giving the ball away, but he didn't deserve that. Of course, he didn't. No, when you get a ball full in the face like that, you just have to be left alone for a couple of minutes. There, he's telling the ref. Martinez is having a nice little laugh on the bench, which is nice to see that he's not upset about coming off. They're having a hug. Oh, that is funny though. I mean, for fuck's sake, Anthony, come on. I do agree with you with Garnacho. I think this has been a poor game for him. He's being marshalled well, but this is where, oh, unlucky. I'll take a 1-0 win now at this stage. Seriously. I was expecting a 3-0 fucking thumping, but I will take. Go. Oh. See, see Garnacho there, he's very static in the box, right? If that had been Ronaldo, what would have happened is Ronaldo would have kept walking and start edging towards that far post, anticipating the ball being crossed over, the ball that Anthony gave. Um, it's just little things like that. You know, Rashford probably would have picked up on that. See, I'm not going to be too harsh on Garnacho because he's a young kid. You know, he burst onto the scene last year. He's not going to be perfect every game, but he should be coming off anytime soon now, I reckon. I think the manager needs to make the change. The one criticism I have had of Ten Hag, though, is the fact that sometimes he left some of his substitutions a bit late. I would like him to make them early. Now, he has been decisive in taking Martinez off, which I question, but he made a substitution because a player was on a yellow card. So, you know, this is where he earns his stripes now. Right, are we doing subs? Hold on. Who's right? Wolves are making the first sub. So who's coming on for Wolves? Oh, he's got a note in his hand as well. Well, we had a long pre-season. I'm not going to use that. That shouldn't be an excuse. The first game of the season, though. But we do look a bit leggy. But look at, as I said, a 1-0 win here, 3 points in the bag. Don't care, right? But should have been actually three. But there you go. Give instructions there. Cass just having a bit of a spy. All right, so Garnacho looks like he's in the middle now, does it? Wow. Welcome to the game. I mean, he's holding his leg up here. He hit you in the foot. I mean, you can't even fake, like, you know, it being more. Oh, man, I hate that about players, man. Just, he got you in the foot, not the leg. What you holding your leg for? It's the same with the idiots as well, right? They get hit in the chest or something and, oh, me face. Luke Shaw was the only one that was actually making any movement in that box from a United point of view, and the rest were all static there. Man, want to get you a fucking act together here, lads. First game at Old Trafford against fucking Wolves, man. You don't want to be booed off the fucking pitch because I reckon you fucking will be. I mean, yeah, well, if he's not thinking of changes, I don't know what our manager is doing. I agree with you, man. Like, where's the fucking look at this? Don't be messing around with Rashford, you little prick. That's it, Garnacho. Get in there. Take the piss out there. Are you trying to get a contract with us? Because we're looking for a keeper that could play out with his feet to go with Onana as our number 2. Looking for a job? Ref. Ref! You better be adding this time on, you prick. He's telling him to go a bit faster. But you shouldn't be giving him the yellow card. The other referees have been given the yellow cards. You can't be lenient on this. If United players do the same, I expect you to give a yellow as well. Right? It's the fucking rules, man. They've been told as well, United players, and they've also told no dissent. If you dissent, you get a yellow card. They know the fucking rules. Cunha has been fucking, and Semedo have been Wolves' best players. Rashford is useless just in the middle. He doesn't even put any pressure on the ball either. Like, you know. Here we go now. Lindelof, back off Lindelof. That's a foul throw. Fucking hell. I mean, that's just shocking. Fucking shocking. Mount is being shy. And Casemiro looks leggy because it always takes Casemiro a couple of games. It's why Ten Hag, when he brought him into the team, brought him in slowly. But here we go. We've got Eriksen coming on and Sancho. And I suspect it's for Garnacho and probably actually Mason Mount. Yes, get off the pitch. Waste the fucking 60 million quid as far as I'm concerned so far. First game of the season, though. So again, we say we give you a chance, but you shouldn't be wearing that number 7 jersey. I mean, it's Garnacho that's coming off. Yeah, he's not happy about it, but look, you've done your thing. He's not happy about coming off, but look, the kid has to understand it wasn't his game today. It wasn't his game today. No. But it looks like Sancho is out on the left. Like, this manager puzzles me sometimes, though. I mean, you play Rashford out on the left, and you played Sancho 9, the false 9 pre-season. But you bring Sancho on now, and you keep Rashford in the middle, and you play Sancho. We'll see. Maybe I'm just because he's just on the pitch. But we'll see now where Rashford is. Yeah, Rashford's still in the fucking middle. Will you get Rashford out on the left? There he is. Is he out on the left? No, he's not. What a ball! Hopefully, we need fucking something, man. I'm not happy. Yeah, Luke Shaw looks a bit leggy as well. We actually look very fucking leggy, man. Wolves are wasting time. They knew quite well that was their corner, and they're just acting the prick now. I hope the ref. I hope he adds on 10 minutes, right? And I hope we score on the 10th fucking minute of extra fucking time. Fuck them. No, give it. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, what was that, Anthony? You told him fucking short anyway. Don't, Bruno. Don't, Bruno. Jim, seriously, man, I thought Bruno was going to take him out, and I was just saying, don't, Bruno, please don't. But Wolves have been the better team. I was not expecting this at all, but they have been. For the majority of this game, they've been the better team. I don't know what the fuck is up with us. Look, what was that, Bruno? The crowd, we're not waiting on you, Bruno. If you're injured, you're injured. For fuck's sake, we need to get the ball up. Telling the players to hold the ball up. No. Go on. I mean, Anthony sold what you sold them short there. You're a seriously, man. You sold them fucking short. And I don't even know why you were giving it back to Bruno when you had the wide ball. Stop being. We did this preseason as well. We need to stop doing this tippy tappy shit outside the fucking box and it not going anywhere. Get the ball out fucking wide. Get into the box and put the ball into the fucking box. Like, how hard is it? Right, that's what we're known for. Flying down the fucking wings and getting the ball into the box, isn't it? But we don't do that. Like, what was that? I mean, just like, can you control the ball? Right, go on, Sancho. It's a corner. Well, do you know what? Sancho has made a bit of a difference since he's come on. Could be the season that this player actually proves his worth now to us. We need him to step up big time. But the crowd are restless. Go on. Go on, Sancho. Oh, he tried to pick out a lovely little ball there. Right, it's all United now, as you would expect. Want the ball? Yeah! Get in! Fucking brilliant! Mm. Get in! Oh, we needed that so bad. But you need to be doing better this season, lads. You can't put me through this every game. You can't. You can't. We're not going to survive another fucking season. He could be offside. Let me see. I don't know. He could have just got there. That looks close. Let me see. Oh no, he's on. He's on. He's on. I didn't see Dawson there. Okay, definitely. Well done. Here comes straight forward. Fuck off, you. Fuck's sake, 76 minutes I'm waiting for that. Don't fucking jinx it, you. Worse than me fucking wife. I play fucking FIFA, yeah. FIFA 23 and I'll be winning 2 or 3 fucking nil. Or I'll be winning 1-0 and then fucking she'll come in and I'll fucking concede a goal. Fuck off. Right, so Palestri is coming on now for Anthony. I love to see it, kid. Come on. I want him to stay. He had a great preseason. Right, here's Fabio Silva, who they paid like 60 million for or something, the kid. And he's done feck all in the Wolves jersey. He was even put out on loan. I know. Wan-Bissaka. If Wan-Bissaka doesn't get credit for that cross in, shame on United supporters. He's done well tonight. He's been one of the standout players for us, Wan-Bissaka. That's it. We should be winning these games a lot easier. But Wolves are kind of our bogey team, so every team has a bogey team, and West Ham have been over the years. Anthony is sitting on the steps like is that did Anthony go mad that he was taken off? Because if he is, I love that. I love if he's complaining. Because you know why? It means he wants to be on the pitch. You know, and the manager wants that. But I'm glad he made the subs because this is the criticism I had Ten Hag last year. Get those 3 points in the bag, but there's going to be very sore legs. But Wolves are not out of this yet. Wolves are not out of this yet because for the majority of this game, they've been the better team. So, easy. Get closer, Cass. No, it wasn't a handball. It hit his chest. Oh, give it now. Come on. This is it now. This is it. This has to be 2-0. You can't fuck this up. Go, Rashford. Bang. Go on. Well, yeah. He overcooked it. I mean, you get into that position, Rash. You should put your head up and see if there's someone in the box, man, with you. He always tries to. We get it. You've improved, but man, you know, you're not gonna always be players, man. Just oh, Wang gave it a bang. Right, Sancho, go on, go on, come on, get in, go on. The- Yeah, we get that second goal, we'll be good. It's over then, but I do agree with you. We need to get that second goal. This is he is he actually is wasted. I have to be honest. It's not fair on him because he knows now that he used to try say that he could play nine, but he's finally admitted that he likes playing out on the left. The left is his best position. Um, and I think when he has went out there himself, he's looked dangerous. But you're right, through the middle, his name hardly gets mentioned. Oh, what a ball! Good save by the keeper. I'm not being given out about Fabio Silva slagging him off and he nearly scored against us. Well done, man, Saka. Well done, Aaron. Yet again, Aaron getting his head So Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been man of the match for United anyway. So that's because I was trashing on Onana, but he's had a 10 out of 10. He's been good tonight, yeah. I agree with you. He's been very good tonight. You are right though. The defense is still going to get, it's going to take time for the defense to get used to him. Martinez has played there, obviously, but the other defenders haven't. And again, I think he saved us again there. So yeah, he'll get better. Go on, Rashford. There we go. Come on. Go on, Sancho. Come on. You have. Oh! Palestri. Oh, it was a lovely ball and all. See, I like the kid, Palistri, because he gets into lovely positions as well. And he's actually a decent bloody player. And there he is clearing the ball. See, that's what I mean. If that was the law, we would have blown it out for a corner or Harry Maguire. Luke, back to the goalkeeper. Probably be the better option with the goalkeeper that we have. Don't be afraid to use the goalkeeper. Yeah, well, at least it's not McFred anymore. But still, go on, Aaron. Yeah, the players look a bit tired now. Fabio Silva looks like me if I was Portuguese. I think you know what? When he first signed for Wolves, I thought, the kid, he looked like he has something about him, but I just don't think the Premier League is his level. But in saying that now, watch, he'd probably pop up and score this goal now, this free kick. I mean, if we can see it here. Here he is. He's coming on for a Rashford. He is. He still has plenty of. That's what I mean. He has time, but he's got potential, Fabio. 20 minutes extra time. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Well, Wolves have been wasting a lot of fucking time. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I think. No, I think was it 17. I think he was. Well done, Onana. Oh, he's giving instructions to fucking Casemiro. He wasn't happy about something Casemiro was doing. One thing I will say about Scott though, no matter what his limitations is as a player, he actually is very hard to get off the ball though. He's a lot more physical. Right, Aaron. Come on. Spider legs, that's it. Get the ball in. We get that second goal, I'll be happy. In fairness, if I wasn't a United fan and I was watching this game, I would say Wolves actually deserve the draw. And Fabio is really trying to test me, isn't he? After I said that he's done nothing in a Wolves jersey. I know. 7 minutes. 7. I kind of knew it would be about 6, maybe 5 or 6, but 7. Well, there goes the fireworks, and there goes me poor dog because nobody has consideration for animals anymore. I mean, she knew the fireworks were going to go off and she leaves the windows open anyway. Casemiro just looks absolutely wrecked. He looks wrecked. The guy is absolutely wrecked. Okay, come on, lads. Yous two better stop in the commentary. I know, it's crazy, mate. It started a couple of days ago. It gets earlier every year. It's actually fucking disgraceful, man. But anyway, upsets all the dogs in the complex. Like, and there's a few dogs in the complex, and it's not fair, like, you know. Right. I mean, we got a free kick. I mean, what? See, if they score from this, right, I will absolutely go mad because what? What was that? You know what I mean? Like, go on, kid. No, you just better not. Like he's hardly even watching the corner. There's a fan on the pitch. What's going on? Are he one of these Just Oil protesters? Or is it just some random fucking idiot that's probably been to Old Trafford for the first time acting the bollocks like? Fans that do that should be banned for life. Simple as that. No second chances. You prick. There's a game going on. He looked like Hannibal. He did have hair like Hannibal, didn't he? It was probably Hannibal. Please let me stay. Now, if they score because of that prick fan, I want to know who it is. Fucking assholes. There we go. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? That's going to be a penalty. Let me see. So Nana comes out. He's watching the ball. He misses the ball and gets the player. So that's a pen. It's a pen. Oh, it's a penalty. It's over. Fucking bastards. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it, man. I fucking. Jesus Christ! It's fucking Wolves! What's going on? Why did he get a yellow? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on here. Very lucky. Very fucking lucky. That's a yellow card for Onana on a pen. Fucking brutal. Yeah, do you know what annoys me though? Martin Keown going in on their keeper. That's fine, fair enough. It was a mistake. But I bet you if it were Ramsdale, you wouldn't be keep banging on about it. Like, leave it out now. You made your point. We all know it was a mistake. Ref got it wrong. VAR got it wrong. Move on. Absolutely disgraceful performance. Disgraceful. Anyway, we do win 1-0. Um, Dodgy refereeing, though, I've got to say. I do honestly believe, Wolves should have got a penalty. It's the bottom line. They should have had a penalty. But on the whole, bar that mistake by Onana, he had a solid night. I thought Aaron Wan-Bissaka was pretty solid. But got to be honest, Rashford is lost playing number 9. Garnacho didn't have a great night tonight, but that is going to happen with the kid. But I just feel, Mason Mount is trying to explain to Gary O'Neill about, because he's still not happy. I mean, the keeper will. So most keepers will get the benefit of the doubt in that situation. But look, I'm not going to do individual player ratings because I don't do that shit. Because fan channels only do that just to get people annoyed at players and stuff if they rate low. So let's just say lot of work to do, but main thing is 3 points in the bag. But I still do believe Ten has his work cut out with some of these lads. Bit leggy as well. I don't know, maybe pre-season because we have played more games pre-season than we've ever played. Maybe the last run in with the couple of games that we had one after the other could have had a bit of an effect, but they want to be coming back stronger because our next opponents are, if I'm correct in saying, are we playing Spurs, is it? Hold on. We've got Spurs next. And that's away. Now, while I do believe we should beat Spurs if we play, look, we've won our first game now. So we got Spurs, who I think we should beat. Then we got Nottingham Forest, another team that we should expect to beat. And then we got the big one, Arsenal versus United. I think we'll just pip that one. Then we got Man United, Brighton, which is going to be a tough game. Arsenal, Brighton are tough games, and then we got Burnley, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Sheffield United, and then we got the City derby. But overall, I'll give this a performance, a 4 out of 10. There's still a lot to improve. As I said, Garnacho had brief periods, but overall, faded out. He used Marshall very well by Semedo. Onana had a solid night until that mistake, but it was a solid performance. Cass does look a bit leggy. He's going to need a couple of games to get his engine running, but he just looked out of it by the end. Eriksen made a bit of a difference when he came on. Sancho made a difference when he came on, which was nice to see because that's what you want when you bring in a player on like that. You want them to make an impact, and I think he did. I still would have preferred him to put Rashford out on the left and Sancho through the middle if you were going to bring Garnacho off. But Rashford's wasted there. His performance wasn't great, but that's because he wasn't getting much of the ball. But you can't blame him for that. But the sooner striker, is actually fit, and if we're going in for another one, hopefully he gets another striker in, and then he'll have that difficult choice. Who does he start? Does he start with Rashford, or does he start with Garnacho out on the left? And that'll be a nice headache to have. But yeah, absolutely shocking first half performance. Second half, again, not the greatest, but we got the goal and we will move on. But I mean, that's a penalty all day. I mean, I'm looking at it again. I mean, I do feel for Wolves there. Now, of course, the ref did give the manager a yellow card because the new rules are no dissent. So he just backed off. But in fairness, how was he supposed to react to that? But anyway, look, we move on. And we'll be back. Actually, we don't play for another week now. This is what I hate. Right? Until. Oh, no, it's not another week. Hold on. I'm getting confused now. It is another week, isn't it? No, the 19th of August. Yeah, next Saturday. Oh, Saturday coming. Yeah, so we don't have long to wait. But still, I hate when the start of the season starts off because it kind of drags a little bit. Then you get the European football and the cups then coming in. So it feels like there's football on all the time. So yeah, our next game is against Spurs on the 19th, and we will be here for that. That's a 5:30 kickoff, so we'll probably go live at 5. So I have the team news this time instead of going live for the full hour beforehand. We go live about half an hour before. So come and join me for that. We will have the press conference, and of course, if there's any more outs with players, any more ins, I'll let you know at the same time. And of course, if there's any news on Mason Greenwood's future, we will bring you all that as well. And yeah, so that's what's to come. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, we'll be doing these all the time. So come in and get involved like the other guys did there. Even if you are fans of different football clubs, I don't mind having a little bit of banter, which is all. So yeah, come and join us. Which I probably won't be able to join that stream as I'll be at the match. Yeah, no problem at all. Enjoy it anyway, mate. And go. So yeah, Michael Carrick was at the game. I thought he was. Yeah, is he still? He's still there? Is he still the manager? Still the man? Is he still he's our manager or is he? Is Michael Carrick still the manager? Yeah. Anyway, I hope they don't sack him straight away. Middlesbrough are one of those teams like they'll do well up until a point, and then they go a bit yo-yo. They don't go completely crap. They just go up and down, a bit like us. But yeah, we need to really improve. But so much for all of those fans sitting in at the end of the game. Old Trafford is empty. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's a little shitty protest was never going to work. You've got to empty the stadium. You wanna embarrass these owners. You empty the stadium. It's the only way. Anyway, they're all saying it's a penalty. I'm saying it's a penalty. I'm saying we were lucky to get the win, but we got it. I was expecting us to win this game very easily. It didn't turn out that way. That'll teach me for getting. But at the end of the day, we got 3 points in the bag, and we've also kept the clean sheet, and that's important. So I'm happy about that. We'll move on to the next game. I'll talk just for the next press conference as well. Remember, I'll be doing the press conferences on match days. So what'll happen is, obviously, the United match is on at 5:30. We'll be on a half an hour earlier at 5. But I'll be on that afternoon. I'll be on early that afternoon with Eric Ten Hag's press conference in relation to the Spurs game, because I like to do it on the day of match days. So people, you know, it's more fresh in the memory what the manager actually said before the game, and then we're able to talk about it. So yeah, so join me for that. That'll be in the afternoon around 1:30, around that time, about two the latest. So yeah, come and join us anyway. We'll be here for the Premier League, Champions League, League Cup, and of course the FA Cup. So come and join us for that. And obviously, as the season goes on, we how much the channel grows, and if we can bring people on, United fans on, to give their our opinions on Manchester United and how we're doing over the season, I will do that, of course. So as I said, don't forget to subscribe and let everybody know about the channel too. And we really do appreciate all the support. But for now, I say good night, Reds. You know, wasn't the game that, wasn't the way I thought the game was going to pan out. But the most important is 3 points, clean sheet. We move on to Tottenham, bring it on. Let's hope we do a little bit better because, Jesus Christ, that was awful tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, have a good one, folks. I'm off now to watch the She Devils. They're doing a live match reaction. I'm going to be a couple of minutes late, obviously. But I'm going to go and watch the girls now, and they're going to dissect the game and, yeah, see what they thought of it. So have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.